Welcome back to FTCR's Let's Play a Splatoon. With me this part is just Gareth.
Oh. Oh.
We kicked everyone else out just so we could have the best part all to ourselves.
This is like it's I mean to make the standard boring Sonic reference, it's kind of like
Oh,
the
here we go.
opposite. It's kind of like the opposite of Generations, where Generations is a great game that ends kind of mediocrely. The single player of Splatoon, it's fine, but it's nothing to write home about. It's kind of average. But this boss fight is like one of the best boss fights I've ever played in a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's because, again, I wasn't a fan of the previous boss fights. I thought they were kind of boring. I'm like, why weren't all the bosses this much fun for?
Why didn't they all have this much personality either? This guy's great.
He's fucking he DJs with leaks. Like, what the fuck?
He's gonna remix your face. Like, God. It's so stupid, but it's so good.
I think you were saying earlier, Chris, that when you first recorded this, it wasn't on a first time run, so the dialogue's actually different.
The first time I recorded it, it wasn't a first run, but my hoppage, which I'm replacing, thank God, actually, I guess overheated or something, and the video got really grainy. But this boss has a wonderful thing where if you try to replay it once you beat it, the dialogue changes completely, pretty much.
And it's like, oh no, DJ Octavio got loose and he kidnapped Grandpa. You know?
Yeah. It's like even the replay is really thoughtful. I like it. So like if it's not clear, what's happening here is he's shooting that thing at you. So just like the fist, you want to shoot it back at him 3 times, and that is how you actually do damage to the boss. Because everything else just pushes him to his kind of breaking point here. And while it looks really easy now, it gets really challenging in the next few hits.
Yeah, I thought, but based on how some of the other bosses are, I just assumed it would just be 3 parts of that, and I think it's here. This laser killed me at first go.
Oh yeah,
Like,
the killer whale. What
Yeah,
it's actually called.
it's like that. That's kind of a dick move, putting that one-hit killed laser like the second you get onto this platform.
Mm-hmm. It's also a good teacher for multiplayer, because that's one of the special skills you can get. I was kind of expecting him to use all of them, but probably for the best that he doesn't. And the music's just so good.
Yeah, I mean, this final boss theme, it's pretty good. I call me boring. My favorite music in this entire game is probably still the online multiplayer track. I don't know why. Just
which
something
one?
about. Well, I forget because on the soundtrack they'll have weird names. It's the one that sounds.
Thankfully, I have them on my phone. What do you think it is?
See, I have Maria's direct rip, and a lot of them have Japanese names, and my iPod just shows them as dots.
Oh, okay.
So it's I don't even know what it is. It's good though. I know it's good. It's about 2 minutes long. There you go. So you need to know.
Oh, okay.
It's some top quality Squid Sister shit.
Oh, that might be the Splatfest music then, if it's the Squid Sisters.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is.
My favorite's the chiptune band, the kind of chiptune rock Anamanaguchi kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean that's so good, so good. So we haven't talked too much about, and I don't even know it too much, like all the backstory stuff. Is DJ Octavio listed in that, or does he just come out of nowhere as an evil guy?
I don't remember if he's in all the scroll stuff. I just know that the old guy, whatever his name is, he just vaguely references. It's like, oh no, he's back. He's gonna do some bad stuff. And that's kind of it.
Do you want to fill me in on some more information? Nah, yeah, he's an evil guy.
Like squids are racist against octopus. So, like this guy's an octopus, so he's bad.
Fuck him.
Going back to Splatoon, this game could learn some lessons from that movie. Not Splatoon, Zootopia. Oopsie. Yeah, so right around here it gets a little tricky. Because you're avoiding all kinds of obstacles, killer whale. Enemies are popping up from those little cube things he shoots, whatever they're called.
I think this was the only boss where I gamed over. Because around here, she's like, oh, I did not expect that.
Yeah, and those are the things that spawn the enemies.
It's also weird how this boss is like 3 times longer than the rest of the boss fights are. Because all the other ones are just 3 hits and they're done. But this one I think it's 5 or 6 hits.
It might be closer to 7 or 8.
Yeah, it's I mean, it makes sense for a final boss for it to be this long, but again, I think Maria pointed out it almost feels like it doesn't fit in this game because of how long and well, I mean just in terms of the style of bosses they've shown in the past.
They usually follow the Mario 3D formula of things taking 3 hits relatively easy, just the same pattern sped up kind of each time.
Oh no, we gotta throw Bowser against some bombs again. Didn't see that coming. Fuck Mario 64, that game's got terrible bosses.
You could have just stopped at the game's terrible and I wouldn't have said much.
Hey. None of that.
Oh, hey, what's up?
None of that.
We had Tracker with bad opinions earlier, now it's my turn.
You think you fucking Spyro the Dragon to be anywhere about Mario 64, Chris?
Yeah, it'd still be in my heart.
Oh, you wouldn't even have it if it wasn't for Mario 64.
I don't care.
Game was revolutionary.
Yeah. Oh, hey, so guess who, the very first time you played this game, didn't know that was there and just fell off and died. Because I think there's that little gap. I'm like, oh, the whole thing is invisible.
The way I play is I naturally walk forward shooting, even if like it's just grounded, just because I'm pre-programmed thanks to online,
game. Yeah.
just to want to make everything covered in ink.
Whew, still going.
So
even with this boss, when you think it's about to end, it's like, oh wait, no, that was just phase 1.
I know. There's so many times playing for the first time. I was like, oh, surely this is the last hit. I mean, there's a moment, and like we're not even halfway there yet, because there's the moment as we're gonna see where like the music changes. And I was like, oh wait, we're finally at the end of it. They're like, no, it goes on for like 3 more phases.
He's still DJing. God, I love him.
He died doing what he loved, DJing the fuck out of vegetables.
Being a fucking asshole.
So do you think in the inevitable Splatoon 2 for NX, do you think they'll bring back this guy as the boss, or do you think they'll just pull something else out their ass?
As much as I love him, I hope they come up with something else, because like, I'd be happy with him coming back if there was more personality to any character. But as is, it'd just be kind of like, oh, you're back. Then it'd be up to the boss fight itself to actually impress me, and I don't know if they can outdo this with the same character. I mean, maybe, I don't know.
You know what? I think I'm not sure if that's something we've talked about during the other parts, but in the inevitable Splatoon 2, do you want a slight, not more emphasis, but do you want more effort put into the story mode? Because obviously these games have to have one.
Yes, I do want a more kind of fleshed out single-player campaign. Hopefully one that... this might be a little odd to say, but I kind of like the plot to matter more in the single-player. And I turn it around so you can, go with her little meme there. But like as it is now, it kind of makes me feel like Super Mario 3D World, where it's like, oh, here's just a bunch of stages, just go beat them. It's like, okay, but... I don't really feel a need or compulsion to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I mean,
I just like that desire to play the single player and want to replay it, as opposed to just, well, here I am again doing this.
My thing is, in a sequel, I would actually want the single player and multiplayer to be more connected. So, like, single player, I mean, like, because they have kind of like separate leveling up systems. I think it would be better if you could they were connected. So like the more you play in single player, the more it helps you out in multiplayer, and the more you do in multiplayer helps you out in single player, and vice versa. I also think that if obviously they have, the story mode has one weapon, multiplayer has Yeah, it'd be nice because obviously, as we've said in previous parts, this game was kind of bare bones as shit when it first came out, so a lot of the weapons weren't even in the game yet. So I'm sure in a sequel, like it'd be nice to either have specific levels designed around, say, like the roller or like the zapper, or just have you be able to switch them at will.
Yeah,
think
and
it'd be kinda
that's
fun.
like one of the things we brought up a lot with the amiibo challenges, but that is one way they help mix it up, is they let you use a couple different weapons, but yeah, it would be really nice. And something you touched on, being able to switch weapons, I think that'd be a really cool mechanic for the next game, is to be able to carry two weapons in any match, any main weapon. Obviously, you always have the bombs, but taking in like a really quick weapon and maybe a roller on the side or something, and being able to go back and forth, that could actually mix things up.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I don't think we show it off, but they do let you buy, upgrade, and switch it with kind of three side weapons. You have like the bomb that explodes and impact, the time bomb, and like
And
the
the
roller thing
kinda-
the roller thing that goes in a straight line.
Yeah.
So like they do kind of give you that, but yeah, it'd be nice to equip different actual weapons.
I like that idea. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm gonna be sad when it doesn't happen.
I also think it's kind of like I get why that they put so much things in amiibos, and it is nice that these Splatoon amiibos actually have content rather than just here's you can train on me in Smash Brothers. It's just like it just sounds like those kind of mission based levels would have helped fleshed out the kind of not terrible, just kind of slightly underwhelming story mode. It kind of sucks that they felt the need to put that in $20 DLC
Yeah,
rather than just in the game itself.
$35 if you wanted the 3-pack, just by the way, to help your point.
Which, well, I mean, I forget. So did each different amiibo do different challenges, or what
Yes.
did? Well, see,
Girl has the charge up straight shot weapon, boy has something else, and then the squid amiibo is kind of the grab bag of all kinds of different missions. And those are the really unique ones that I think should have been in the single player. Not all of them, but kind of interweaved.
yeah, I mean, it's stuff like that, like
You get fucked.
Get fucked, scrubbers. That's like we all know, like DLC. That looks like blood. That looks like you really fucked. It's weird because his normal face is red, but because most of him's yellow, that looks like he's bleeding from his face. It's just weird how like the DLC can be good, but something like that where that content is probably on the disc rather than on the amiibo.
Oh, it
itself.
is. Because NFC chips can only hold a few kilobytes of data, so that's basically just an unlock key.
Yeah, and that is the type of DLC I hate. I hate on disc DLC.
Yeah. There's my girl.
There's Marie.
Oh, yeah.
She's mine. Get out of here.
Okay, I will. I'll come back in Splatoon 2 where their baby sister is introduced.
Oh god. Kali, Marie, and sorry.
Splatty.
Spatty. Now this is weird. If you decide to do nothing over these credits, you will not know who the fuck did anything in this game.
Just the way I like it. I can pretend I made it if none of these names come up.
It is an odd choice. It is an odd choice. So it's something that Nintendo, I think since Smash, they've kind of, I think that Nintendo were one of the first to kind of make the credits interactive type of thing, which is always kind of fun. I mean, sometimes
It's one of the first I can
developers-
remember doing it, but I haven't played a lot of games.
Sega took it a bit too far with colors. We didn't need a 15-minute long credit sequence. But,
That credit part was as long as this video.
pretty much, yes, that is correct. But interesting. I love all this artwork in the credits.
Yeah, this is great.
I would actually buy a Art of Splatoon book. I think that'd actually be some pretty sweet stuff to look at.
And you should buy it then. It's out.
There is one.
Yeah, it's only in Japanese though, so you're buying it just to look at the art.
Well, Kerry reads Japanese. I can have her read it to me like a storybook.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, right. So we're at the end. It's a good game. So good game. Again, we haven't talked about the multiplayer, but
We will in the next part.
stay tuned for part 7. Stay Splatooned for part 7. But
Yeah, honestly, this is probably the last time I'll play the single player for a long time.
yeah, I mean it's some levels stand out to me. Like of all of there's like 27 levels. I would
Yeah.
say given the choice, I'd only go back and play maybe 5 of them. It's not terrible. It's just I think it's kind of like a lot of shooters that are geared more towards multiplayer. The single player was clearly an afterthought.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be
I
good.
don't want to say there's no effort put into it, because like it is well designed. It's just
Oh yeah,
I don't feel like, oh, I want to play that again. It's like, that happened.
it's fine.
Yeah.
You know, it's technically it's technically great to play. You know, the control is smooth. The level design is for the most part decent. In some parts, incredibly imaginative. It just it just doesn't hold you the way that a lot of other Nintendo first players, you know, like single player games capture.
Yeah.
Like obviously, this doesn't stand up to like a decent Mario game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in terms of one player
Also,
mode. But
hold on. Let me. I'm doing it soon. Hold on. Wait for it. Oh, come on. How long did I take? Okay, get ready. It's happening. You ready, Gareth?
yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I gotta make everything clear here, so what I'm doing here actually makes sense. Okay. F T C fucking R. Hey, we unlocked stuff. We
that's
unlocked the
good
racist
shit.
stuff.
That's some good shit.
I'm glad we played this.
Again, you know, it's fun game. But again, I think like you said, unless I'm very, very bored, I do not see myself returning to the main campaign of Splatoon.
Yeah.
Well, this is kind of a sour note to end this part on.
Are you gonna say bye first, or am I gonna say bye first? Just fuck this bullshit.
Bye.
Let's see you in the next part where we play online and have a lot more fun.
Yeah, but we actually enjoy the game. Okay, bye.
Just as an addendum to the part, these are all of these sunken scrolls throughout the game. I just thought I'd add them in at the end of the part, since there wasn't really a natural place to cover them, since you get the last one after beating DJ Octavio, so enjoy.